We'll be leaving from track 1. This train consists of 12 cars. Thank you.